Okay. This little swatch is to demonstrate a stitch pattern that's half double crochet with slanting stitches. Someone posted something on Facebook asking how to do it, and I figured out how they did it from the blanket that they had. And I don't know what it's called. She didn't know. But I figured it out. So, started out with what I call a base row of half double crochet. I've got a non-pattern stitch on the edge. I'll call those 2 edge stitches. And then in between, you need a multiple of 6. And then you need your turning chain for when you're doing the very first, the chain to work into. So you need a multiple of 6 plus however many edge stitches you want. I did 1 on each side for this edge stitches, so that's another 2. And then 2 for your turning chain. So you've got multiple of 6 plus 4. Okay, what I've done so far is I did base row and row 1. Very simple. You did I'll show you how I joined it up the edge so that you have the yarn ready for the next thing I'll show you at the other end. But I joined the second color, and I did my edge stitch, and then I did 3 single crochet, chain 3, skip 3 of the base stitches, 3 single crochet, 3 half double crochet, excuse me, chain 3, skip 3, 3 half double, chain 3, skip 3, 3 half double, chain 3, and then the edge stitch at the end. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how I join it on the so that you can bring this color from row 1, you can bring it up and make it ready for when you come back to this end again. So I'm going to put the pink over the white, chain 1, then I'm going to pull the pink up and pull it over again and make my second chain for a half double crochet. Now you have the pink up here on the edge. Okay. And it's really good to detangle your yarn right from the beginning. Okay, so you are now set up. You've got your 1 edge stitch, and I'll move this over here, and you're ready to go. This is base stitch, row 1, this is row 2. Need to keep the other color out of the way so that you don't crochet over it. And, okay, you're ready to go. Your first 3 stitches are going to be half double crochets. They're going to be worked into the base row for row 1, or row 2. Okay, you're going to skip this first half double crochet. You're going to half double around the chain stitches and into that second stitch. You're going to half double around the chain and into the second one. Okay, now for this next one, only on this first row, you're going to half double into the same stitch as your half double from row 1. Chain 3. Do the same thing. And do it into yarn split. Okay, chain 3, skip the first one, go into the second one, third one, and into the one that's already been used. And you can see how that's giving it a bit of a slant. Okay, chain 3 for the end, and do your half double into the pink. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing we did on the other end to bring the yarn up. Now you can, if you choose, cut your yarn and weave it in for all of them, but I think this one works rather neatly. Doesn't look too bad. Come on. There. Okay. Go into the pink. There. Alright, now we're going to put the white over the top of the blue and yarn. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing again. Detangle a bit here. Put the white over the top of the blue and chain 1. White over the top of the blue and do your second chain. Okay. Keeping the white out of the way, we're going to do the same thing over again. The only thing is, now we're not working into the base row, we're working row 3 into the row 2 rows below, or row 1. Here is your base stitch, 1, 2, and 3, and there's the base, or the edge stitch. This is 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip the first one, go into the second, whoops, yarned over twice. Go into the second, half double, go into the third, half double, always working around the chain, and then you're going to kind of pull this over. There's chain stitch there, and you're going to not go around the stitch, but actually into the actual chain stitch, being careful, there, being careful not to catch the stitch from the previous row. And there's your first one. Chain 3. We're going to do the same thing. Now this one, because we tugged on it, the first one is actually kind of covered up there, which makes them line up nicely. So we're going into the second one. Third one. And pull this out so we can see it a little better. And there's your chain stitch. And we're not catching that stitch there. Chain 3 again. and we do it over again. This one's hiding a little bit. We're going into the second one. Third one, and then we're going into the chain stitch right there. And then we chain 3. And we do our half double into the chain at the top of the white, trying to catch 2 of the and where'd the white go? Oh, we're not. Yeah, we go into the white, but we want pink. Okay. Okay, now, done with that blue. And it pays off in the end to keep them untangled, so you don't have to spend 10 minutes trying to get them detangled. Okay? Oops, we did not bring up the blue. Should have caught it right away. Put the blue over. We bring up the pink. Then you have blue up there. Bring it over the pink when you make your chain. Over the pink again. I kind of like to keep it to the outside so it's out of the way rather than having it come inside where it might more likely get in the way and get crocheted over. Okay, so this round is the repeat. You've got your edge stitch right here. Oops. There we go. And we're going to go into this one, and here's our chain. Okay. And chain 3. You can see this one's over there hiding, so we go into this one, and this one, and the chain. Being careful not to catch the stitch from the previous round. And that's all there is to it. And you can see already we're developing a pattern of the stitches slanting back and forth. So, and they kind of alternate because you're using 3 colors, and it makes a very, very nice pattern. So I'm calling it slanted half double crochet for lack of anything else to call it. I'm not creative that way. Ice cream stitch, who knows? You know, I mean, people come up with, I still have not figured out lemon peel stitch, where anybody got that. It makes no sense to me. But prosaic, it's the slanted half double crochet. So I think that's enough in order for you to be able to do it, and hopefully the video worked. This was the second take. We will see.